Have you ever felt like the world is too heavy, like you're stuck in a place where no one believes in you, like your dreams are too big for the small world around you? Now imagine being a small boy on a tiny island, living in a one-room house with no fancy toys, no internet, no soft bed, just one dream and a dot football made of rags. This is not a fairy tale. This is not a superhero story from a movie. This is the real journey of a boy who had nothing but gave everything. Today, people see the cars, the jets, the trophies and the millions, but they don't see the nights he cried alone. They don't see the hunger. They don't see the pain. They don't see the thousands of hours he trained when no one was watching. They don't know that at 15, he almost lost his heart and with it his dream, but he didn't quit. He couldn't, because his dream was bigger than his fear. This is not just a story about football. It's about faith. It's about fire. It's about fighting even when the world tells you you can't. If you've ever felt lost, poor, broken, weak, or hopeless, then this story is for you, because if a skinny boy from a small island can rise to rule the world, then maybe, just maybe, you can too. Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro was born on February 5th, 1985, on the small island of Madeira, Portugal. He was the youngest of 4 children. His father, José Diniz Aveiro, worked as a gardener and also cleaned at a local football club. His mother, Maria Dolores, was a cook and a cleaning lady. Their life was hard. They had little money. Sometimes they struggled to buy food. They lived in a small house with one room for the whole family. But even as a small child, Ronaldo was full of energy. He was always running, kicking things, and dreaming. His father named him Ronaldo, after Ronald Reagan, a famous American actor and president, because he admired him. It was a big name for a small boy, but this boy would make it even bigger. From the age of 3 or 4, Ronaldo loved football more than anything. He didn't have a real ball, so he made balls out of rags, paper, or old clothes. He played in the streets, on hills, and in backyards. He trained every day, alone or with friends. He didn't care about rain, cold, or tired legs. When other kids watched cartoons, Ronaldo was outside playing football. At the age of 8, he joined his first team, Andorinha. People saw he was special. He was faster than other kids. He was hungry to win. His coaches said he had something different, a fire in his heart. At age 10, he moved to a better team, Nacional. But his dream was even bigger. He wanted to be the best in the world. When he was just 12, he was invited to join the Sporting Lisbon Academy. That meant leaving home and family behind. He had to fly to mainland Portugal, a place he had never been before. He cried a lot. He missed his mother and siblings. He lived in a small dormitory, far from love, far from comfort. At school, things got worse. His accent was different, and some kids laughed at him. He wasn't good at school because all he cared about was football. One day, after being mocked by a teacher, he threw a chair at him and was expelled. But Ronaldo didn't care. He said, "I came here to be a football player, not a schoolboy." But something terrible happened. At 15, doctors told him he had a heart problem. It was serious. He could die on the field. For most kids, that would be the end. But Ronaldo chose to fight. He had surgery, and just days later he returned to training. That was the first time the world saw Ronaldo's true strength, his refusal to give up. At 16, he played for Sporting Lisbon's senior team. At 17, he impressed everyone in a match against Manchester United. Sir Alex Ferguson, The famous coach signed him immediately. At just 18, Ronaldo moved to England. He was now in a new country, with a new language and a new culture. But instead of being scared, Ronaldo started learning English by speaking, listening to music, and watching interviews. He believed that if he could speak English, he could become a global icon. At Manchester United, Ronaldo trained harder than everyone else. He arrived early and stayed late. He worked on his speed, strength, and skills. He studied other players. He refused to go to parties. He lived for football. His hard work paid off. He helped Manchester United win many trophies, including the Premier League and the Champions League. He won his first Ballon d'Or in 2008, but he wasn't finished. In 2009, he joined Real Madrid for a world record fee. There, he became a legend. He scored goals in almost every match. He broke records. He won more Ballon d'Ors. He became the top scorer in the club's history. He was a machine. But behind the fame, Ronaldo never forgot where he came from. He always remembered Madeira, his family, and the hunger he once felt. That's why he trains more than anyone, even today. He doesn't drink alcohol. He doesn't smoke. He sleeps well, eats healthy, and never stops improving. He also became a symbol of charity. He donated millions to children's hospitals, education, and disaster victims. He gave money to pay for surgeries of sick children. He became not just a footballer, but a hero. What makes Ronaldo special is not just his goals, trophies, or money. It's his mindset. He turned poverty into purpose. He turned tears into power. He used every pain as a reason to grow. And he always talks about the importance of learning. He says, "Learning is the key. I learned English because I knew it would help me." Education. His life teaches us you can start from nothing and reach everything. You can lose people but never lose hope. You can learn new things no matter how hard. You can fail and still rise again. Cristiano Ronaldo is not just a footballer. He is a lesson, a reminder that dreams don't care where you come from. They care how much. Cristiano Ronaldo is more than just goals and trophies. He is proof that hard work can beat talent, that pain can create power, and that dreams can be born even in the darkest corners. He taught us that you don't need money to have a dream. You don't need luck to rise. You just need discipline, belief, and fire in your soul. And perhaps the most powerful lesson of all, even when the world says no, you can say, "Yes, I will. Watch me." So next time you feel tired, next time you feel like giving up, next time life gets too heavy, remember a boy who kicked a rag ball on a rocky island and dreamed of being the best. And now the world calls him the GOAT. And always remember, your story is still being written. Don't close the book too early.